Hey, you know who it is. It's your boy Shooter Investor. I'm checking in for the gang. I came to break down the market, give you the update, some interesting news in the crypto space, man. The metaverse. Something big happened a couple of days ago. You guys need to know about this. It's hella funny, but surreal because this is what the future is going to look like. Keep it locked. Let's go. Hey, there's no intro. There's no cutscenes. We just about to jump right into it. Before we get into all the news, we're actually going to look over some charts, the Bitcoin chart and the Ethereum chart as well too. We're going to take a look at my portfolio. I added 2 new plays to my portfolio. I want to talk about them briefly, and then we're going to get into 2 important pieces of news articles that I think that you guys would be interested in. So, first and foremost, hey, if you're looking for a exchange to buy your crypto, transfer it over to a cold wallet, because we don't keep crypto on centralized exchanges. I personally use 2. Coinbase. Coinbase been around for a long time. I've been buying crypto off of Coinbase since 2016. It has came a long way from this UI user interface to user experience. There's so much functionality. One of the most reliable cryptocurrency exchanges, but at the same time, we don't trust no exchanges, regardless of who they are, how long they've been, and what their liquidity looks like, because anything can happen. We use exchanges for what their purpose are, and that's to buy, sell, and transfer the assets over into our cold wallets or stored onto a hot wallet. Coinbase, not only do they have a centralized exchange, they also have a hot wallet where you can store and protect your crypto over there until you get a ledger. Another exchange that I love to use is Uphold. Now, if you live in the United States, there's only 2 exchanges that you can actually buy XRP from Ripple, and that's Uphold and KuCoin. For me, I used to use KuCoin a lot. The process of buying Bitcoin on Cash App, trading Bitcoin, transferring Bitcoin over to KuCoin, selling it for USDT, then buying XRP. It's a long process. I did it for quite a while. Actually, one of my homies put me up on Uphold last year, and I've been buying my XRP and other assets on here as well too. Not only can you buy cryptocurrency on Uphold, you can buy stocks, you can buy precious metals like gold and platinum, bunch of different assets. The cool thing about them too, that they're totally backed. Let me find it here so you can see it. XRP right there, right? It's on there. They're fully regulated by the FinCEN from the US, FCA in the UK, and the Bank of Lithuania too as well too. They thrive themselves on transparency, and they're also secure as well too. So I feel comfortable buying off of there. Again, I transfer everything on my cold wallet anyway, so it's not a big deal. So those are 2 exchanges that I'm currently using, and the 2 exchanges that you can possibly look into as well too. Most importantly, we do not trust centralized exchanges. Get yourself a ledger. With that being said, get you a ledger. They have several different products. They got the Ledger Stack that's coming out in March. They got the Ledger Nano X, which I currently have right here. Have a few of these. I got an S Plus as well too. You definitely want to put your crypto, take it off the exchanges. Self custody is key. Get your not your keys, not your crypto. If you haven't heard that, that saying is very important in the space. Check this out, Ledger. There's a link in the pinned comment. Click on that. You can purchase one through my code. Helps to get a little kickback, helps the channel out, etc. Right? All right, so let's get into the news, y'all. For real, we looked over this. It is what it is, say, with the ledger. But let's look into the news. I don't have much news, but most importantly, for all my SEC, Ripple, XRP heads out there, mostly my XRP heads, there is a SEC registered firm that lists XRP as a non-security in the Code of Ethics. Ballard Inc., a U.S. state security United States SEC Commission registered investment advisor and broker, allows investments in XRP, which they say is generally viewed as a currency and not a security. So this is big news for this big brokerage company, investment advisory company who's dealing with crypto, who deals with the stock exchange, who is SEC regulated, is saying, hey, the SEC, wilding, XRP is not a security, because that's the whole issue here with this class action lawsuit. This case against it's not class action lawsuit, excuse me. This case against XRP. So for this company to come forth and say, nah, man, that's not the case. These are not securities. This is a cryptocurrency. That's important. Now, does this weigh up to anything in the court of law, the current case? I'm not sure about it. But for them to step out and jump over the fence and say, hey, y'all bugging. Now, could this mean because they got a large position in XRP and they're trying to move the needle? Maybe. We don't know, right? The thing, again, it's just words. But it's important for a company of this stature to come out and say, hey, this is not the case. So they said, in light of the extreme complexity nature of the legal analysts regarding cryptocurrency to determine which ones are security and which ones are not, Ballard has decided to allow investments in 3 cryptocurrency: Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. They are generally accepted to be currencies and not currently subject to regulation by the SEC. The firm wrote in its code of ethics page on the SEC website. I'm just saying, man. Personally, I'm gonna give y'all my little tidbit on what's going on, man. This is what I feel. Based off of the files that are not being allowed for public review, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Before that even came out, I always felt like there was an insider who had more interest in particular cryptocurrency, Ethereum, which has come to the forefront. That was the case. And I think this particular person who is no longer working at SEC had ulterior motives to kind of suppress XRP. Well, as we looked in previous videos before, XRP and Bitcoin was neck and neck for a long time. Then Ethereum came in 2014, I want to say 2014, 2016. I want to say 2014. And then all of a sudden it was a 1, 2, 3 race. And then next thing you know, this whole thing kicks off in 2018 and Ethereum jumps XRP. So I think personally, there's a bigger person behind the wall, all tricking us right now. That's just me. So again, this company came out, SEC registered firms listed XRP as a non-security in the code of ethics on the SEC website. Hey, we'll see. The case is still going on. In my opinion, XRP got a little leverage. We'll see what happens, man. I'm not telling you to go buy, sell, or hold XRP, but I personally got a nice bag full in my portfolio. Next piece of news. Colombian court holds hearing in the metaverse. Come on, man. This is happening. This space of metaverse is a $8 to $13 trillion space. The metaverse is happening regardless of how you feel about it or whatnot. It's not just about playing games and virtual reality and all that type of stuff. People are really using the technology to do normal stuff, holding hearings, right? Now, I didn't get too deep into this, but it just mentions that it was a court held in Medellin, and it was held on Meta, which is ran by Quest. Well, Meta bought Quest, and they actually had their court hearing in the metaverse. So, hey, that's a plus. Big thumbs up for the metaverse. It's happening, man. However you want to take it. Look at this person. That's a real person right there. You got these little meta characters, man. It's crazy, man. Yo, check out my let's look at my portfolio real quick, man. I'll tell you the 2 that I added. I added Halo Chain to the portfolio. Very interesting project. And then I added artificial liquid intelligence. Very interesting project. I'm gonna drop solo videos on them breaking those projects down, but I added those 2. Overall, I'm green bean. SDAO is definitely down right now. VXV is down as well too, but as you can see, I'm green bean, so I'm cool with that. Real quick, man, this is a Bitcoin chart on a weekly chart, trading view. As you can see, let me remove some of these drawings. This is this week, this current week right here, and we're thriving right now. We are pumping through, and it looks like we might push through this 50 and 200 SMA, which is very interesting. We had this big demand right here, this price demand around 15,000, and we're currently pushing. Now we've already eclipsed the 25 supply, and we're approaching that 25. Now we did tap it and test it one time already during the week. If I break this down on the daily, you can kind of see that, right? You can kind of see where we tested it, rejected it, and I want to see if we can fill up these candles and get above it. This is important right here. This 30,000, I always said the 30,000 is way more important than the 25. The 30,000 was a big sell-off moment, as you can see. Now we can start stretching and getting above that. right? I'll show you what that looked like, right? This is the important supply area right here. This is the major important supply area, in my personal opinion. 25 is definitely a decent amount of supply here, right here in this area. If I show you in the daily, but it's not that strong. Not stronger than what you're looking back here. Like all this confluence build up right here, and then the sell off. Like this is a heavy zone. And so we can get above that, then we can start making some higher lows, higher highs. So be on the watch, on the lookout on the Bitcoin for sure at that 30,000, 30,000 supply area. Now let's check out Ethereum. Ethereum, Bitcoin pretty much follow each other, so you can kind of expect the same thing. That 17,000 area, we've already tested it, right? If you don't see it, let me show you this supply area right here, right? We're currently in there. If we can get above that, that's groovy. But the biggest one that we need to pay attention to is definitely this 20,000. Can we reach, 2,000, 2,000 supply zone? So if I was to look at this 2,000 supply zone, and from the naked eye of looking at it from August of last year, I also have this nice build-up confluence here where we used it as resistance and tested it a few times and then rejected it. Now, to be fair, the 17, if I was to stretch it out, you can kind of see there's a sell-off here back in June, a retest back in July, which we broke, fake bounce out, lost it, retested again, pushed down, retested, and then we just pretty much lost it until October, where we kind of retested and lost it. So not to be, overlooked, what we're currently seeing is definitely a strong area of resistance, so definitely a strong area of supply. We've tested it multiple times and cannot break through it. If we can get above that and then kind of conquering this 19,000 range, then we can start seeing some higher highs, higher lows start building up. After that, then you have this 3,600 supply, or even this $3,000 Ethereum supply as well too. So a lot of supply areas out here that was made throughout this sell-off in the bear market of 2021, 2022. A lot of supply areas was definitely made. Overall, though, looking at let me remove some of this. The overall pattern of this, we got to understand that we are in an uptrend overall. The current market sentiment is definitely a price correction. If you look at this picture from a large scale, like I always say, when in doubt, zoom out. Ethereum is doing exactly what Ethereum needs to be doing. As you can see here, we had a massive run up from here to here, right? Big run up here. Then we had a decent pullback, a nice price correction, right? Nice 94% sell off. We had another huge run up here, right? COVID run up. And then we had a decent sell off. What I'm paying attention to is that we're continue to ride this overall trend line. We've hit it once and we're currently skating on it right now. So that trend line holds to be true. If we start dipping under there, then we have bigger issues, but we're currently holding that trend line. We have a healthy pullback, in my personal opinion, regardless of what the news articles you're hearing about recession, This is part of it, right? This is the time they get you to start selling and getting out your bags. Look at the chart. We had pullbacks before. This is nothing new. That's why I've been trying to tell y'all. You have to look at the charts. Zoom out. This is nothing new. Think about how many people panicked in 2018. Sold off. Relief. Decent relief. Boom. Pandemic. Run up. New highs was created. So this is part of the psychological game. You got to be mentally strong to be an investor. That's why you just buy it and you forget it. Same thing with Bitcoin. The overall trend of Bitcoin is up, right? It is what it is. The overall trend, it's up. It's up, right? Right? We're looking at the same thing. The overall trend is up. We had a huge run up from here to here. Huge run up in Bitcoin. It's sold off. The media, oh, Bitcoin is over. Bitcoin's dead. Another run up, right? Bitcoin pulled back. Pandemic. It's over for Bitcoin. Look at these. Double top. 1,700 run up. 1,700% run up. 1,700% run up with a double top. All-time high, 69,000. Now we pulling back to the trend. Bitcoin was down. Bitcoin is down roughly 70, 80%. Currently down 67%. What could the next look out, right? Let's just forecast it. What do we could be looking at? If we do another 1,700%, right? Another 1,700% puts us about 376 on the bit. 376K on the bit. That's another 1,700% run up. Is it possible? Possibly. Bitcoin is loved and favored by a lot of institutional traders. So I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm just taking what was given to me and forecasting it. At the end of the day, we're still good. We're a healthy pullback, regardless of what the economy is saying. We're in recession, whatnot. If you look at this chart compared to all the other pullbacks, these are healthy pullbacks. We are still holding our trend, still holding our uptrend. Yes, current market sentiment, we are in a bear market. We pull back. It's price correction. It's part of it. When you have big run-ups, these prices need to cool off. Why? Big companies, big investors are taking profit. You're supposed to take profits. That's the name of the game. You just don't hold it forever. You can, that's your choice, but you definitely need to take profits. If you're going to be an investor and not taking profits, you're not an investor. It's the difference between those who are green, new, and those who are pros, bosses, such as I am. I'm going to take profits. We do this over here. If you don't know how to do this correctly, join the Discord. The link is in the bio. Check the description. The link is in there. Join the Discord. I'll break this down from A to Z. Super easy once you just take the time out to look at a chart and understand what's going on. I tell anybody, if I can chart, I'm gonna make money. That's a fact. Crypto and in the stock market. If I know how to chart, I'm gonna make money. I can take $100 and flip that. And I've done it. If you're in a Discord, you know what's up. You know how I'm rocking. Anyways, man, I just want to do a quick overview on the market, touch bases with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I hope everything is well. Hope y'all out here, you know, filling up your bags, accumulating this cryptocurrency during this time of discount. Again, I'm not telling you to wholesale or buy, but if you are in this space, don't let them scare you out your bags. Be smart, take calculated risks, take profit most importantly. Don't listen to the noise. Try to stay away from the media. They get paid to write bad articles. That's what they do. They scare you about your bags. But again, I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold. You do what you want to do. It's your bread. It's your boy, Shooter the Investor. As always, I love y'all. If I earned a like, please do so now. Drop a comment. Let's have good dialect back and forth. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace. Yeah, man. Ain't nobody scaring me out my bag. They crazy.